What's up, y'all? I hope that you have enjoyed watching this journey. This has been something that I could have never imagined. When I had this idea all those years ago, it was just an idea. I didn't know the depth of it. I didn't know how it would turn out. I didn't know if it was going to happen. I just know that I had something on my heart. Something that I thought was like cool, but I didn't know it was going to be like this. And so I just hope that the reason why I share so candidly about the journey, the ups and the downs, because I never want to portray that I'm doing something that is just so seamless, so perfect that I know what I'm doing all the time. Because it has not been that. And this journey has taught me so much about myself. So much that I didn't even want to know. I found a way to cope. It wasn't healthy, but I just buried things that I never wanted to talk about, things that I never wanted to share. I just buried it. And God has a funny way of really working things together for the good, for his glory. He's allowed me to connect with so many great people, so many women and even men, and hearing their stories, hearing how he's literally had a thread in their life and like bringing things back together. The faithfulness of God is like the theme of every conversation that I've had is just the faithfulness of God, man. Like, honestly, man, I'm not smart enough to think about these things. I'm not smart enough to think about the topics. I'm not smart enough to think about like the words to say. Like, this is what it looks like when you really surrender to God. And I don't even know what's next. I don't know the plans that he has for me. I'm just saying yes. I don't know, what he has in the future, but I know that what he's done so far, I could have never imagined. I never thought that by me, having a podcast. I mean, I come from radio, and I use that platform to give musicians the opportunity to have their music be, shared. But I knew it was something deeper. And when he took that from me and like sent me on this journey, I didn't know that it would come back full circle like this. So I hope that, and my only intention with sharing so much, especially behind the scenes, is because it has not been just an easy journey. But that you see the faithfulness of God, and that you're inspired, and that you move with intention, like walk in the gift that God has given you. It doesn't have to be a podcast. It doesn't have to be anything that's necessarily tangible. You ain't got to be no content creator, all that. I feel like so many people get caught up in trying to find what their purpose is, and they think that, oh, it has to be seen, it has to be publicized, it has to be monetized, and it doesn't have to be that. It really doesn't. It doesn't have to be that. I feel like God has called people to plant a daycare in a community, so you can start helping, plant the seeds in these little children to help them grow up to be better people. Like, there's so many things that God has called people to do. And everybody is like, I'm not going to say, I don't want to generalize everybody, but it's not always about the camera. It's just about that passion that you got inside, because God gave that to you. And that is the whole reason. That's all I just want to, first of all, I'm here to say thank you, but also encouraging you to like, take that step into faith. Even if you don't know how it's going to work out. I had no idea that this is what was going to come from Let It Be when I recorded, even when I started back in like 2020, when I first started releasing them in 2022, and they were only audio. And then I took this long break, and then I came back, and now they're video, and like God has defined me and refined me along the way. He's given me the things that I've needed along the way. It wasn't perfect. It's still not perfect. There's still so many areas that like I'm learning in, I'm growing in, but God is providing it. He's teaching me, he's molding me. And I just hope that I can be an inspiration to you. That's really the whole reason why I do this. Even because, like I said, sharing, I'm healing publicly. And I didn't intend for this to be like that. Like, my whole life has been like low key. People only know what I want them to know. And God is like, nah, it's for my glory. The things that I've gone through, it was for his glory. He's allowed me to get through all those hard things so that I can share it for his glory. And so that is the whole reason why I do this. And if you have been on this journey with me, I thank you so much for your support, for your encouragement, for your prayers. I thank you for that, because I couldn't do this without the support of like of the people that God has placed in my life, you know, the supporters, the listeners, because it, like, believe it or not, like when I hear somebody say, wow, this helped me, I go to church now. You know, like, this helped me heal. This helped me forgive. Like, I can't even explain what that feeling is. It's so overwhelming. It's so overwhelming, but I'm so grateful and keep sharing it. You know, like, that's why I always try to give people flowers, and I share when someone's work or they share something that impacts me, because I know what that does for me. You know, it shows me like God is still working. He's still with me in this, and he's helping other people. And so this is just really a gratitude video. Thank you. I hope you've enjoyed. Thank you for being with me on this journey. And I'm mind blown. I really am. I am mind blown at how much life has changed in this short amount of time. And I know I'm just scratching the surface. God is up to something. He's already doing things. He's moving things. And I just hope that I can be an example, a testament. Like, look at what God can do with your obedience. With the obedience of taking that leap, putting one foot in front of the other and perfecting and growing along the way. Like, look at what God did. Look at what he's doing. I don't even know what he's doing. I know he got more coming, but just start, y'all. Just start, and then take a step, and then another step. I'm excited. I'm excited for Let It Be. I'm excited for you. I'm excited for just the kingdom, because so many souls are going to be won because of our obedience. So let my life be a testament to that. Thank you so much for tuning in. And until next time, God is good. God is good. Just keep thinking about it. There were so many days when I was like, wow, what is happening in my life? I felt like it was meaningless. I felt like God had forsaken me, left me hanging, and he wasn't. He was just strengthening me. He was perfecting me and refining me, pruning me. You know, there has been so many amazing relationships that have blossomed. There has been some relationships that have ended. There has been just a journey, an evolution, and I'm just grateful. I'm excited to see, you know, what's next, what's up ahead. But I hope that you've enjoyed this journey. Thank you so much for tuning in, and until next time, talk to you later. Bye. Yeah. You want to be in my video? You want to be? You always in my business. You want to see what's going on? What's up, y'all? Thank you so much for tuning in to my very first video podcast of Let It Be the Podcast. I'm really excited to be going on this journey. I know before I said, like, I'm never going to do videos. I don't want to be crying on the internet. I don't want to be doing all these things, but we're here now. So you never say never. Okay, God, have your way. And he still gave me he gave it to me the way that he gave me what I wanted, just in a different frame, kind of, if that makes sense.
Yes. And I think if you're listening to this, that is another question that you should ask yourself, is when you are on this journey or this path of either separating or trying to understand your calling versus your career, who is the audience, right? Most of the time,
Are you still up, Brody, outside? You're not gonna let him back in?
I guess. You okay? You happy with how you look?
Yeah. I can't look no different.
Watch Brody gonna start crunching, making all kind of noise.
Does he really?
Well, he will, because he's so thirsty for
Look
attention.
at him.
Oh my God.
He said, let me scoot over here.
Like, can you see me, Mom? Do you see me? Oh my God, I'm Brody and I need attention, please.
It's like having a kid. He needs his exercise, and that's how he gets it.
We walk.
But he wants to play.
And interact. I know, man. You know what? Having him, I'll be like, God, thank you that I did not
Have kids first.
Thank you that you have saved me. Because, you know. Okay, I had to go grab this other journal real fast. But this journal, Sarah Jakes has a journal. I don't know if y'all know that. It's like a journal to her Woman Evolve book. I love Sarah. She is the GOAT. But like this journal, I started answering some of these questions and I was like, oh, Lord. It's deep, but it's good and it's personal and it's so helpful. Like I started doing this journal too, but this is just throughout the year some of the resources that have helped me. This is one of my all-time favorite journals. I did this journal last year. Excuse me. I did this journal last year and it was super helpful, very revolutionary to my walk. But this is a good journal that I would recommend. And last but not least, I can't wait to have her on. But Miss LaStar, baby, this is my journal of the new year. This journal, like I showed y'all this already if you follow me on Instagram. But LaStarCofer.com, go get you a Be Good to Yourself journal. Journaling has helped me so much. And I pray that it helps you. And I pray that me sharing my testimony has been a blessing to you.
I just feel like I have so much that I'm doing. Well, this probably will be the right time. I go to therapy, but life coaching and therapy is two different things. I'm just so proud of you. Just from you. You've been so consistent and just really leaning into it. I just remember our conversation last year and you like took it and just, now you on video.
It's crazy.
Oh my
It's the
God.
craziest thing when I think about it.
That's amazing.
What y'all said to me is written on my board. Up there.
Yeah.
Give her something
That
to
makes
work
me
with.
so happy that you took that and just stood on it. You've been standing on business.
Period.
Wait.
If it wasn't, I do stuff all the time. I'd be like, God, why do you have me going here? And then God gets the glory. This is God, he gonna get the glory, but he gonna make sure that you don't go broke behind doing it. Because it ain't yours. This is your stuff, God.
Ooh, India. Man, this, like I said, people think that it's one way because it looks cool. This is, like, I feel like I'm back in the space that I was in when I first moved to Dallas. When I was like, God, I don't know how I'm going to make a way.
When I say I'm proud of you, it's not because of what you're doing today. It's because I seen you here and I see you. Oh, God, I see you now. And it's not you from here that I see now. It's him in you that I see now. The him that was in you then is in you fully now. Baby, look, I'm done.
Keep it moving.
My God,
The
how
process.
strong you want me to be? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Ready and action. My gosh, help me, please. Nope, stay over there. Stay over there. What's up, y'all? Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of Let It Be the Podcast.
Perfectly fine.
What the heck? Because I was looking like, I don't see the thing moving, and that's what was throwing me off.
What thing moves?
Like the green part when we talk, that's the
okay.
microphone to make sure it's picking up both
Got
of
you.
us. Oh, Jesus.
We got it. That wind is winning.
Crazy.
Though. Whew.
Okay. I'm going to start over. Now I'm learning, like when you talk about using your gifts and being, and sharing that creativity that God gave you, it's like I have to be intentional about what environments I put myself in. Even if it's going to stretch me, even if I'm uncomfortable, even if I have to talk to people and then recharge by myself for like 2 days, like it just is what it is, right? Because I feel you. I'm in this space right now where it's like, okay, Brianna, like you have this thing. I talk to myself a lot, so it's like, okay, Brianna, get it together. But it's like you have something and you don't know who's watching. You don't know who's being inspired by you. I think the hardest part is like taking that first step. It's like, okay, well, now I've gone through all these things. Nothing fulfills me in this way, but where do I do now? So it's like, well, I'm afraid to like Because what if I take a step and then I fail, or I look crazy in front of everybody, you know? And so then it's like, well, now when you get a little buzz, or you see like, oh, people are actually paying attention, and you don't know how impactful that is for them. Because I know for me, that's what keeps me going forward, because I think that in this space that I'm in now, people are watching, and I get messages from people that's like, this really helped me. And it's like I have a job to do ultimately, because like my whole purpose is to like bring people, like I want people to know that God sees them and he loves them and he's created them for something bigger, to encourage them to grow in their faith and keep going, right? That's like what my whole thing is, letting go of control and moving forward. And so because of that, it's like I can't quit. I feel like I got a responsibility now, like I've done too much. And so it's like, even though I'm afraid that I might be out here looking crazy, or, you know, like it's still a walk by faith type of thing for me. Even if it looks polished and beautiful, it's like, you just don't know.